Hello, Room 10. Here's another lesson that might help you with this week's homework about area and perimeter. As you can see in the title here, I've drawn two pictures that hopefully can represent the difference between area and perimeter. Area is all the space on the inside of a two-dimensional shape. We mostly work with rectangles and squares, although there are a few variations we'll do in 4th grade. Perimeter, on the other hand, is the distance around a shape, symbolized by this arrow. You might use perimeter when you're trying to figure out a fence that might go around your yard and how much wood you need to buy, considering the distance around the fence, around the yard. Area, on the other hand, might be if you're planting a lawn or planting sod in your yard and you want to know how much sod you need, and you want to know how much area you need to cover. There are two very simple ways to find area and perimeter. I've put two rectangles down here that we can use as examples. Area, since it's the inside of a shape, is essentially trying to figure out how many different squares would fit inside this rectangle. There's a simple formula we've been using: length times width. You take your length or your long side, in this case 12, or units or inches. You multiply them by the width, or the short side, which is 7, and you get a total of 84 inches squared. What this is basically representing is if you were to divide up this shape, this rectangle, into 7 rows, and then divide it into 7 columns, and then take the time to count all these squares, you'd find you have 84. We have our units in square units because each one of these squares is exactly an inch by an inch. When you multiply something by itself, you would say that it is squared. 84 square inches will show you the amount of square inches needed to cover this rectangle. Perimeter, on the other hand, as we see in this graphic right here, is the distance around. Now, knowing that rectangles have opposite sides equal, I know this top side is also 12 inches, and the opposite side here is 7 inches. So if we add up all of our sides, 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7, well, I know 12 and 12 is 24, and 7 and 7 is 14, so I will have a total of 38 inches. Now, perimeter is measured just in units, in this case inches, because it's a distance from point A to B to C to D, or just all the way around. We don't use square units when we do perimeter. Just as another example, we'll find the area of this rectangle. It's the length times the width, in this case 9 feet times 4 feet, for a total of 36 feet squared, or 36 square feet. If I were to take the time and make 4 columns and 9 rows, I would find there'd be 36 squares inside there. Perimeter, on the other hand, I know this side is equal to below, and this side is equal to across it. If I have 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 9, I can group this as 13, and that's also 13, for a total of 26, and our units are feet. Hopefully this will help you with any area and perimeter problems that you need to solve.